shugaban halitta Nima a bani baiwa so nake alamun can.
So many controversies surrounding it. People have said so many things about it. For that reason, we decided to discuss this topic here today. The good thing about today's discussion is that the person going to lead our discussion is also another Mariam, but she's Mariam, right? She's Mariam, another Mariam. So we have Mariam focus. But I don't know which side she's going to support. I don't know what really she really wants to tell us, but inshallah, as things unfold, we will hear whatever she has for us. So ladies and gentlemen, today's discussion is going to be a little different. You know, she has some points that she thinks we should be talking on. After each of the discussions, myself, I've been talking on Facebook, and I had some people criticizing me and some people supporting me. I was telling them that even though I'm not a lawyer, right, I'm not a lawyer, but if I were a lawyer, I have about 10 reasons to take Mariam Sanda out. Okay, I would have taken her out if I was a lawyer, and I stated that I'm going to discuss a few of those reasons here. So as she discusses the points, within intermittently I'll come in, give you one or two reasons why I think Mariam Sanda I would have taken her out. Then we come back again to continue our topic. This is to make us freshen up and then come back again. So ladies and gentlemen, our resource person, our lead discussant, right? So Mariam, I think she'll tell you. I think she'll tell you. Oh, okay. Maluma. That's a Maluma. Your mic. I don't understand.
Okay. Let me start. As he said, as he said earlier, we'll be discussing about Mariam Sanda's judgment. I think on 20th January, we all woke up to a very disturbing news about one lady called Mariam Sanda in Nigeria who has been convicted of murder for murdering her husband as a matter of fact. The judgment is that she will be hanged till she dies. And it's interesting. It was alleged that she killed her husband. This was in 2017. And then I think around that time people were not concentrating much on the case, but now because of the judgment it has become a spectacle case. Everyone is concentrating on the international community. I mean, we are here in Ghana and then we are about to discuss this issue. Other human rights organizations are also involved in the case. And I personally think that the more reason why we are concerned about this case, most of us here, we've only heard of people being hanged before, but we've not seen it live. I don't know, aside Saddam Hussein, but something as close as this. And then it's more or less like a domestic issue. So it's amazing how come people who got married, people who fell in love, got married, and then at the end of the day, you end up killing your husband. I mean, stabbing him multiple times to death. And we've all come across a series of canard about the issue. Some say she saw nude pictures of her own birth man in his phone. Others are saying he wanted to marry an additional wife. And then as Muslims, we all know the practice of marrying more than one wife. So I will start by discussing, I would like us to discuss some of the reasons why she might have done that. I would like us to start with discussing some of the reasons why she might have done that. So my first point will be on polygyny, that's marrying more than one woman, how it is in our society, and then some of the effects, what happens after that, and then looking at the society they are coming from. They are in Nigeria. They are obviously Hausa, so that practice is common. But why would Mariam take such a wrong step we are all saying alleged, but anyway, the court has found them guilty. So I don't know whether we should still say alleged, because the court has already found them guilty. But why would Mariam take such a step towards fighting polygyny? So I would like to hear your views about it. What you think about polygyny, and then what should be done to either what she should have done to curb it or to stop it or whatever. So one of the main reasons is that it was because her husband wanted to marry an additional wife, or because she saw nude pictures, and then he gave an excuse that he can get married to more than one person. So obviously you can't dodge the aspect of polygyny in this case. So I will show this to the audience, how polygyny plays a role in this murder incident. So Mafan.
Like between the question, it took my mind back to how I have had discussions around this thing and the views I have expressed. Okay. And I think I still hold those views. I remember, I think somewhere around last month, someone asked me, what is a woman's business if her husband is bringing an additional one? And my response was that it's her business. Because except that maybe the way we see marriage is not how like everybody sees it. But I think marriage is two people becoming one. Okay? Two people becoming one. In spirit and in flesh, everything. Okay? So if you are bringing an addition to the party, I must have a say. Okay? I must have a say in the sense that the guy's argument is that we are bringing the lady in this marriage, okay? And if the other lady is faithful, there's no way that my concern was bringing in STI, sexually transmitted disease. And his argument is that if the woman is married and she's faithful, there's no way other like she can bring STIs from outside. So I used myself as an example, okay? I don't know, those who know me, I don't know whether it applies to other people, but I take care of myself such that if I don't watch the kind of washroom I use, if I use just any washroom at all, by evening I'll start seeing signs that I've gone to where I'm not supposed to be. Okay? And it's not just that. You know, we have a way of keeping ourselves. The way I keep myself is not how my sister will keep it. Do you understand? Okay. So maybe I am doing whatever I'm supposed to do to keep myself clean. Okay. And then I don't know what happened. Like she goes, whatever. Maybe not by having sex with any other person, but maybe she doesn't check the kind of washrooms or whatever she needs, and then she picks something and her husband gets it. You bring it to me. Okay? Even if it's not serious, it's something I would have to treat. I'm going to spend my time, my energy, my resources to treat that thing. Okay? Yes. Just from that point of view, I think I should have a say in my husband bringing another person to join me. That aside, you know, when I marry you, okay, we share in the resources that we both have, and your time is part of the resources that I have to share. Okay, I have committed to share all the spare time I have aside work, and then the time I share with my extended family and friends. The rest of the family I have committed to share it with you. Okay, so I expect you to also share your time with me. If you are going to give that part of that time to someone, I think I should have a say. Okay, and that is I'll be able to come up with just 2 points. I'm sure there are financial commitments. Okay, if we are in a family where you bring 10 and then you bring 5 and I bring 5, immediately another person comes in, you can't bring the 5 again because some of the money has to go to the other place. So financially, okay, I must have a say in it. And I think the problem arises. The problem arises when we say that the woman should overlook all of this content, okay, and then just accept it as it is. And then just accept it as it is. I don't think that is how we should go about it. Okay, if you want to bring another person, you must make sure that you are able to convince me. Give me enough reason to agree that you should bring another person. You understand? And I always feel that if your decision to bring another woman to the house brings about an uproar, then as a man you haven't finished your work. I think you should go back and make sure you settle all of that before you bring another one. And then I don't know if I can bring the religious aspect. Let me just maybe we all discuss. Okay, we all talk about when Muslims are talking, we talk about polygamy. Okay, I want to call our attention to the fact that polygamy is both polygyny and then polyandry. Okay, I don't have enough knowledge in Islam, in the deen. If anyone has any evidence from the Quran that prevents a woman from doing polygyny, please let us know. Polyandry. You should let us know. If there is no Quranic evidence and you have any logical reason why you think a woman should not also have more than one man, please let us know. Okay? And then that Quranic ayah that says that you can marry more than that. I have read it over and over again. Okay? And yes, the perspective I'm getting from it is that I always use my son as an example. If I'm going out and I tell Ayman that, Ayman, watch TV. I give him the remote, watch TV, but don't change the channel. That's the condition I bring. Watch TV, but don't change the channel. And then before I go out, I tell him that I know you can't sit down without changing the channel. Indirectly, I'm telling you that you can't handle like the responsibility I'm giving to you. Okay? So I don't know, but I think those who opt to do polygamy, okay, polygyny, indirectly they are telling God that they are perfect. You will not make mistakes. That's what you are telling God. You will not make mistakes. Because it tells you that you can marry up to 2. But if you fear that you can't be just, marry only one. And then I can't mention the number of the ayah to you, but I know that there's another place where he tells you that he knows that you as a human being, you can't be just. So he gives you all of these conditions, and then we approach polygamy like nothing. Yeah, we don't. I don't think we attach the seriousness that is there to it. We just use money, like be financially sound as the basis to go into polygamy. I think. I have other things to raise.
I'm asking her a question. No.
Please, I'm the moderator, so when you want to speak, raise up your hand. So, very interesting point raised, which means that the last point she made. So, the men who said they've been asked or they've been allowed to marry more than one, but we all know there's a caveat attached to that verse. I know the men would like to.
I want to ask whether
she made, but please make your point very.
Oh, it's simple. Yes. I want to know whether all those things that she narrated is a justification.
No, it's not a justification. We are talking about what might have caused Mariam Sanda to kill her husband. And then we are saying polygyny is part of the reasons. The fear of she sharing her husband with another woman or other women.
Okay, Mariam, I think that Sanda, to some extent, that we need to look at the whole concept of polygyny again. We need to really look at it. I agree with you, especially in Nigeria, where this thing happened. I think we need to really look at the issue of polygyny in Nigeria. That of the man marrying women is polygyny. I think they need to really look at it, especially when you look at recently. I don't know those of us who follow the Sultan Amir of Kano. So you see, I follow him. Yes, is your class? Okay. I've been saying that I think it's bigger than that type. When they give you the mic, keep on. Yes, I think that is himself. He says it because recently he's been bringing out the issues of polygyny and how people do it in Nigeria. I think it's a very important thing that people really need to look at. Having agreed with the fact that we need a second look at polygyny, I think that some of the issues that we have stated have fundamental problems, as I used to say. Because I'm saying this in rebuttal with what you say. When people discuss, I've been saying it, when people discuss on platforms, on the progressive platforms, that if a man cheats, I've always been telling you, I don't understand what you mean by cheat. Because if you say cheat, it means what? What of yours has been taken away? Then you say somebody has cheated. You know, you kept mentioning resources, you kept mentioning time, you kept mentioning that concept of marriage. That concept of marriage, where you share your time, where you share your resources. I've been telling you, it's not the concept of marriage that we have here. Sheikh Khalid is married. He has multiple wives. He's gone to work. He's made some money. He brings it home to take care of all of us. Why do you think that you need to share the money equally? Why? If Sheikh Khalid goes to work and he brings 1,000, and the lady goes to work and she brings 1,000, and we have 2,000 in the house, then we all have the right to decide how to use the 2,000. It is not fair for me to go and make 3,000, then give us 2,000 in the family, and you say that you need to share everything equally with you. I don't think it's fair.
That is not what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying that issue of sharing the time, sharing the resources, that you think that it is my time, that it is not your time. It can't be your time when it is my time. I'm saying that when we quantify that money put together, and we realize that the cost of running the house, the family, everything is 3,000 a month. You bring 1,500, I bring 1,500. So cost of running the house is the burden of both of us. Even if I want to bring my mother to the house, that you contributed 50%, I need your consent. It makes sense, doesn't it? Not when I have 100% built the house, put you inside, then you say that I need your consent to bring my mother in the house. That argument, I don't think I'll agree with you when you do. So I'm saying that the issue of my time, my resources, we will agree on it when we equally contribute towards that.
So that's what I said. 50-50.
That's why I gave you the instance that concept of the marriage, where it's 50 husband, 50 wife. It's not here. Is it here? It's not here. Because we have friends like my people brother here. He says that he didn't let me to dinner. Daddy. So I can't put you in. Give me that. Then you say that when I make a decision to marry, you have 50% stake. I mean, where does it happen that way? So I think that with the issue of the marriage, I agree. The way we are going about our polygyny, I think it's very serious. Where that lady, I think the whole of Nigeria has not accepted that thing. Because the figures show, we were saying that, so from the day Mariam Sanda killed her husband to the judgment time, that's 2 years. Over 37 murder cases of husband and wives in Nigeria. Even after a conviction. And the Hausa people will tell you that Kishin Hausawa is serious. So it means that they have not understood the thing. They need to work on it so that we know how to deal with it.
One time she said that when you're going to bring another woman into the house, and then depending on how she takes care of herself, you bring another woman, probably not just sleeping outside. It's the same thing. If you have just one husband and then he goes to sleep on the same toilet, excuse me to say, and then he carries them, he's going to put them back into you again. So you see, all these things, when you make all these arguments against bringing another wife into the wedding, you need to also understand, the moment you try to use religion and then add some logic to it, you need to also understand that Allah himself tells us that when he and his messenger have decided over an issue, it is not right for you as a believer who has said he's a believer to say that you have an opinion on that.
You are causing fear.
But he never heckled you when you were
I'm not causing fear. So we need to be we need to be able to tell ourselves that once I have signed up for this, if I'm not a Muslim, my argument is different. But once I'm a Muslim, my argument needs to change. And then when we have accepted that there is polyandry within Islam, polygyny within Islam, not polyandry, we have accepted. All we need to do is go back to our community. Are we really raising right men and right women for such a system? That is the question we need to ask ourselves. Because the men themselves, even those who marry single wives, they don't know what responsibility means, majority of them. We don't have proper counseling for those who go into marriages. And so people go into marriages and then they think it's just another social contract. That is not as serious as they are supposed to take it. And so they just treat each other as if we are just boyfriend, girlfriend, and so now I'm married, they will be. No, that is not the issue. So people need education to go into marriage, and then it is just like your deen. It is just like any other business. If you want to do it, you need to know, you need to learn, you need to have the knowledge of it. So if you don't have the knowledge of marriage, you can't go into marriage and say, "Are you my Nima, I already."
Straight.
So we need to learn about everything we do. And I think it's always about knowledge. We keep on learning. Someone mentioned the Emir of Kano. She mentioned that the wife is 4. So but she doesn't check like we already 4. Maybe practicing she shake that is what we also need to learn. But then we also have to agree that it's a different individual, also different individuals. But then generally, also remember the Kano, we is okay. And for that matter, the way we treat marriage is everybody, we don't take care of them well. So before age, what he knows is that I can treat myself. So go back to your married matter, go there, no matter what they are, you are married to get up. And I get about that, I mother daddy, mother, and so these are the things we need to start learning to change people.
So don't worry. The second one is going to be the same. Or maybe better.
Okay. So someone posted something on Facebook. I said, okay, since now we want to monetize everything, put value on money, and then the contribution the woman is bringing to the marriage, what she's bringing to the table. And I said, imagine you are paying part of the rent, which, okay, the language I used on Facebook was cash. I said, which good, but here let me say, which man who bring in another person into your room without informing you, if you are paying part of it. Or if you pay the water bill, I pay the light bill. So it's like we are copying other societies, but we don't know how to go about it. We are in a society whereby polygyny is it's almost like an everyday thing. But we are also the same people that majority of us stay at home, and then we are being taken care of by the men. And then they want to do what they want to do with their own money, and then we are opposing. But I think if we are also contributing something, we are also using our money, I think we will stop that. So our society also.
I think issue Mariam Sanda Tagani have so many points, so many points. What else so many points on this particular arena. inda muka kai da ana so mu duba ya za mu duba batun aurayya vis-a-vis auren turai, auren turawa, auren da musulunci ya ce da auren da mutane ke yi suna sama da musulunci ya ce ka gane ko sannan kaga muka zo Mariam Sanda African she's black Indian African before mu ba Africans ba musulunci ka muna polygyny. I don't know if you get it. It's something that exists in Africa thousands of years. Kami musulunci ne. Isa da ake yi a da aka continue yin nan even though musulunci ya zo ya ce ya endorse amma we didn't take time to look at yadda musulunci ce a yi so we continue kamar da our own content. Isa ba wuce ne ya ce ba kishin Hausawa ba yana refer to kishin da musulunci ya sa Hausawa ba he is referring to the culture before Islam wanda ke nuna. Isa an za mu duba issue nan bisa mu compare Islam mu ce Islam da wani society da abin da we be failing sai kamata mu duba yadda ya wani irin aure da muke da cikin Africa ka gani in Africa aure ba irin yadda yau muke so mu ce aure nan ba kamar namiji da depend na mace ta depend wholly kan namiji ka duba aure yadda na Africa polygamy nama is done more often for the woman to come and assist to come and build the man. Saka ga wani shi noma kawai ka je da safe gona wani bai kawo ya ma matan nan da yara ke aiki. Kaga ne ba yi da landlord. I don't know me suka yi wannan time there is some amount of understanding da abin da amma kuma abin da zai kawo mana misunderstanding na I'll blame it on education. Domin mun ana educate this ana hanka maka schooling rather schooling this ana hanka man ina da ra'ayi and so on and so forth sai ta da wani point wannan point na iye kuna da show ni ma zan kara tambaya muka duba musulunci critically mata ba su yi bayani muna da show ba aya this is Pandora's box akwai ayar da kake gan kamar ya ake mata su yi polygamy su masu aure ma maza babu amma fa ayar cikin Qur'ani no, Sanda asked that question. Yes, that's why because
she asked that if there is a verse that doesn't allow
give a
women to practice polygamy.
No,
I know if there is a verse that allows us to, you guys will not give it to us. So try it. We'll let it on our own.
For the
wai a duba kan da ake yi a aure kamar kan da ta faɗi kamar kan da biyu faɗi bala kuma ya faɗi in dai ka duba kan da ake yi a aure most of times in dai kana so ka yi more than one wife then you should go in for children with multiple parents in dai kana so kwanciyar hankalinka you want to do more than one wife in da ka yi aure ka je ka aure wanda ummomin ta biyu ko uku ko hudu she understands the terrain ko kuwa ka je ka ga wanda ita ta understand abin from her point of view fiye da kai da ta yi ta understand polygamy amma most of times inda ka ga problem na tashiwa duka yana tashiwa ka wayanda ummomin su guda da shi most of times inda ka problem ya tashi yana tashiwa kan wanda ummomin su ɗaya ne kawai amma wanda suka understand da abin inda ka zauna da su cikin polygamy ba ka samu kusa problem like that. It's any point in
experience ne ba
polygamy or polygamy or polygyny da ake kira shi bari Mariam Sanda ta kashe miji
it's me you want to know
so
the fear of she sharing her husband with another woman. That's possible.
because there is no justification for murder.
That's the question. We are just trying to understand some of the.
We are trying.
Yes. But we know that there is unless maybe self-defense.
Or emotional abuse.
Get it? Because it will be. Yes, so now
You have stated that if you have, then but before we continue, this reason number one that we give, that is it's a possibility. But before we go on, I just want to bring out this issue that we spoke about. Just 2 minutes. I was telling us that when I observed the case, the judgment in Nigeria, the judge used one doctrine that they call the doctrine of last sin. That is, when you are seen with a person, you are the last person that was seen with the person, and something happens to him, you will be you will be responsible for it. So she the judge may use about the conviction, convicting her for murder. And I'm saying that, and then the evidence that was used to was circumstantial evidence. Who has used they said the evidence is of two kinds. The direct one, that is, I give an example. You saw somebody killing somebody, it's direct evidence. You have seen it. You can be a direct witness. But in this case, you were not there. You didn't see when the person was killed. But you saw when the person was buying a knife or a gun that was used to kill this. Then later we realized that gun was what was used. Then you were able to prove that you saw when that person was. So even though this evidence is not direct, it's inference, it's circumstantial. So we're saying that there was a witness to the case, and that witness was not a direct witness. It was a circumstantial witness. The husband's friend, he was there when they were fighting in the evening. He said he heard her saying she should kill him. And then later when they realized he was dead, he was used as that witness I was saying that would not buy, because they were not able to provide the knife according to them that was used by Mariam, that was Mariam supposedly used to kill their husband. Mariam gave a side of the story. She said they were fighting, and then she broke a shisha bottle that he has. Because there was water inside, the place became slippery, and so the guy slipped and fell on the and he died according to her. So these are factual issues. I also want to remind us that it was not an Islamic court. So Muslims keep bringing the issues of Sharia. No, it's not an Islamic court. It is there are secular courts that indeed in Nigeria you can be tried for, like, you can be sentenced to death for so many reasons, including rape. So if the lady said that the guy slipped and then he fell on the shisha bottle, and then the prosecution is saying that no, she stabbed him. Then we went to the crime scene. We saw shisha bottle broken. We saw water that was poured down. So Mariam has things to battle upon. The prosecution is saying that she used knife, but there was no knife there. That's one reason why I was thinking that lawyers did not do very well. But yes, that's one reason. So I will come back to the second one. So let's go ahead and discuss the second topic, then we can go ahead.
Yes. So she could have equally given him that seki that Nima. You see somebody take a baba's Allah. She could have divorced him, but that terrain, they don't know that thing. They may not know that thing. All they know is it's only the man who has the right to divorce his woman, his wife. The wife doesn't have the right to divorce her husband. So I think that lack of knowledge played a role here. Imagine if she knew that or she could have just packed and leave. So I want us to see how you think this point played a role in this.
Going through so much, but they don't know that they can leave. You see, so when I'm suffering, I'm in this marriage, I think I cannot leave, people don't help me to leave. I begin to gather this negative thought, because some of these women that they are staying with us, they hate us. They wish they can kill us. So they are just not funny. It's not, it's serious. So maybe it's important we start talking about these things so that women will know that Charlie, if this thing is not working, I can go, which is better. Because for them to stay, there are those that have started poisoning their husbands now. They are eating their food. You understand? So this one, she went extreme to do it physical if she has done that to kill the guy. But I'm saying that there are a lot of women who are willing to kill their husbands this night. So it is something that you should when they come home.
We are stigmatizing them. Right?
One of the funny words is Hausa.
She has 3 children. The huge amount that he can give is probably 5 cities in a week. And she's been told, so she only calls the parent's sister to complain. And what is happening in the family is this: when the child is having a problem, she's not able to call her mother to tell the, and it's mostly coming from our mothers. She's not able to call the mother and tell the mother that this is what I'm going through. She'd rather call the mother's sister and tell the mother's sister that this is what I'm going through. And the other lady would also call the other lady's mother. So we've been, and I think that we've weaponized certain quotations from the Quran that we are using it against the women. And when I was reading a book that Bansi gave out, capital punishment in the eyes of Islam, but it was basically talking about that. For some time now, almost all the interpretations that we've had, but it were men who did all those things. And most of them have actually failed to explain things in the light of a woman. So it is always a weapon against them until we begin to understand that, those of us here, and then we start explaining the marriages, polygamy, or however you call it, in the African setting, relate it to us, and then we find how best we can relate it to the Quran. I think this problem is going to continue to probably the day finally comes that we live.
Magana da yayi yanzu ganga kuma da magana da Bilal yayi is very true. Inda kana cikin wani ke duba Najeriya ko suka da ji ba ni saka da sai kamar ka da Mariam ta ce it's because they might not know kamar ni ne mace na da hanya uku da barawo. One, abuse. Mijinta yana mata komai amma yana ta mata duka. Ina yi mata abin da ba ta so. Ta je wurin alkali a raba wuri. Ko kuwa ta zauna da shi tana zo kawai shi su yabta renta. Bai yi komai ba, ina ba ta kuda abinci, ya hausin ta, ina ba ta komai da komai cikin komai na amma ta tashi da safe soyayya ya gudu. Ta je kawai ta ce ba ta son mijinta. Sa'annan kuma I think the third one ya kwanta min kadan is 3 things. Inda ta ya sake good. Ta je kawai ta bar a kashe aure. If they know this, ba su kashe kabila. They know na ya gudu. It's better I go than to kill you and become a convicted.
What pictures? Who pass this from it?
Mariam, I basically apply. Never could now. And this gentleman made a very cogent point. And that's where I want to start from. The weaponization of the verses of the Quran. You know, the one, that's what my point of disagreement with this gentleman. He said that the religion's perspective is polygamy. As a Muslim, you need to understand that. It may be your understanding. If the women start reading serious tafsir, they tell you the interpretation of that verse. So you guys, you need to learn and tell us the interpretation of that verse. That's number 1. Number 2.
I don't think the example you give is...
No problem, but we shall get there. Verses, that's how they are. When people get time for the verses...
No, I agree with you.
Yes.
Wai Allah da manzo Allah suka yi magana ya kamata ka shi.
Kaji wai in Allah da manzo Allah suka yi magana kai ya kamata ka shi. So kaga so right now the woman now she's confused. Meanwhile Allah da manzo Allah ne.
Ba su ta
Shi namijin nan da ke aure uku da shi ke magana wai. Allah da manzo Allah da ke ni nan ya kai ba ka so yi. That is the meaning. Going on to the main point she raised, economic empowerment. Supposing the lady made that point, supposing the man makes 5,000 a month and she's wife number 1, you give her 300 cedis a month, and now you are bringing in wife number 2. She should be alarmed. She should be alarmed that right now it's possible she's not going to get the 300 anymore. Even if you are giving her the 300, some small money that she used to get. So the fact of the matter is that when you see them making noise about polygamy, in most cases it's finance. Because we know people who are married and they are rich and they follow women left, right, center, but the women don't leave. Another reason is the when our women, he also made a point. If a woman goes to the house, there are some families, you will never sleep there. The father can have 10 houses, but when you come back home, you must go back. So I tell them that I will reign at the kill, I'm about to do it. So that we will not tolerate the woman when she comes. But when the woman is bringing out these issues, if the woman, as she's a graduate, I've been saying, she's a graduate, she's working, she's making her ends meet, she's taking care of herself. The issue of the fear of maybe it may not be there, so that she may not necessarily worry that you are going to bring another woman to share all the fight. It's not really about the man, because some women sometimes get fed up with the man. But the point is that now the money they are going to share. So that's why I think that we need to recycle the women. Let them know that they should be responsible for themselves.
Okay, please let me have what comes to mind. What comes to mind is empowerment. We want to be stronger and more confident, especially in controlling your life and your rights. So, as we said earlier, if you are empowered and you go through all this trauma, you are traumatized in your married life, you should be able to voice out. You should be able to stand for yourself. Though society has made it, I think we are at the expense of our happiness, or at the detriment of our happiness. We are thinking about what the society will say. And I think it's about time we moved away from all this. And Imran also spoke about financial independence. If I'm financially sound or stable and my husband would want to practice polygyny or polygamy. My husband would want to practice polygamy. What exactly do I want? Excuse my language. Is it all about sex? No, there is more to it. If I have one or two, that's my view. If I have one or two kids and my husband would want to add that, why would I stop? Though it's sometimes depressing. Why would I stop him? Is it sex? So life goes on. Though it's hard, but if you empower yourself, you'll be able to differentiate your left from your right.
All the time is one person's choices or desires that have to I don't know the English to use. Okay? So my husband wants to marry. He can have any other reason. I don't want him to marry. Why do I always have to go with his reason? Why do you always do that?
No. I've told you. The point is that the house that he is living now, he built it. No, I'm telling you, ask the question. Why should it be his about him? I'm saying that if the house is 100,000
is 99,000 his money.
Yes.
So do you want to have 99% say in who sleeps in the house?
So you are saying that if you
It's all economics, my dear.
See, then that will take us to the what you call it, the debate about what women contribute in the family. What our thinking throughout the years is that what women do doesn't matter, and that's what is bringing out this conflict between men and women. Okay, that's what brought about this women empowerment. Women, yes, that women should go to school, women should work. It's because you don't value the things you do at home. Okay, if you were valuing child rearing, you were value bed. Yeah. I said child rearing, taking care of the child. If you value it, if you value that the woman is working by taking care of the house. Okay, one guy told me that. You don't know. One guy told me that. One guy told me that they go out and then work and bring the money home, and women don't appreciate it. And I asked him that when he brings the money home, does the woman put the money on the plate and comes to serving the money?
Yeah, I like that point.
She doesn't do that. She goes through the stress of going to the market. Okay, then she comes to cook. Do you know how many years she used to learn that art of cooking?
She's not the only person.
Yeah, she has spent years. She has spent time and energy to learn the food she's cooking for you. Okay? So, and I think that's where all of this debate is coming from. If from the beginning we value all the things the women will do, then the woman would have stayed at home and they feel confident that they are also contributing to the family. So if you build a house and your wife comes, when you get up, who cleans the house? When you go, who watches your house for you? Are you paying? You are not. So don't see that she's there, you have built the house, so you are there. So no, she's also contributing her quota. And then back to her point.
Even in this secular marriage, when I make the property,
back to the point.
before I marry her, it's mine. When I marry her, the same way. When I marry her, and the property was acquired during the marriage, is something else.
When she comes, she turns to the person who thinks. Okay, you won't understand. You won't understand. The lady's point was that if she brings 50 and her husband brings 50, and then he decides to go and marry, why should I worry about the sex? The sex is not my problem. But the question I always ask is that, I'm going to ask you, why is it that there are two people in a relationship and every day we have to go by one person's desire?
It's economic.
No! I have rebutted that your statement.
It's economic.
The gentleman said that when Allah and his prophet have spoken, you can't. But the same Quran said that. The same Quran in several places, God tells us, after he has told us what we should do, he tells us that reason. Okay? He encourages us to reason and learn. So I'll not just take what someone's interpretation is and then run away with it. I'll go and research.
No, but there are some issues that you
I haven't finished rhetorical. I want answers.
I haven't finished. No, I'm just repeating what he said. And please, one other thing I've realized is that back to her point and then back to your point, we treat women as passive human beings, like we don't have agency. Okay, that if fire is burning and she doesn't feel it, or I don't know.
Sorry.
But I always say that
It's because most of the fire is assumption.
No,
you create fire and set on the.
I always say that.
That's making noise.
I always say that, and this I say to the women. When her husband says she's bringing a woman to the house, he's bringing a woman to the house, and she's crying, allow her to cry.
Yes.
At least she has the right to that.
Yes.
And stop calling her names that she's jealous. Who is not jealous? Someone said women are more jealous. I said no. It's because men will not put you in the position to be jealous. Okay? If women were to also marry more men, then we'll see you to your jealousy. Then we'll see you to your jealousy. Yeah, that's it. My other point is that please, to those who are bringing religious, whatever, I don't know the English to use. You're trying to use religion to explain all of this. Okay? I have some questions for you. Okay, I want us to go back and then look at the prophet's marriage. This is a question that I've been thinking of. I haven't had time to really research into it. I have to come and see this man, and then don't mind. I have to come and see it, then we go through it. But then I want us to take a second look at the prophet's marriage. Okay, I am thinking we should ask questions that what are the kind of women he married? Okay, why did he marry them? What is his motivation for marrying them? Okay, because most of the men today, okay, the reason why you go for a second wife is when he has cheated and you catch him. Yes, when he has cheated and then society catches him. I'm talking from my research. I'm talking from my research. I've done. Okay, a man cheats or he sees a woman he's interested in, and then he brings in the polygamy, then he posts the Quran for him. Do you understand? So that's what I'm asking that we should go back and ask, did the prophet marry because he wanted to? Someone said God brought that ayah so that they will have tall, short, fat, slim. So then I asked him that he should go back and then find out why did the prophet marry more women? And then I'm thinking, how many of the women did the prophet have children with? Because then I'm thinking, if he didn't marry them, when I ask myself the question, then I try to answer. If he didn't marry them because of sex, was he having sex with all of them? Okay. Okay. Then if to be able to answer that question, then I also ask myself, did he have children with them? Okay. In a way that will answer whether he was having intimacy with them or not. And then my other question, someone said this hadith is not it's not sahih, it's not authentic. But I've heard this when I was growing up, that the prophet, okay, when his daughter was about to marry, one condition that his daughter Fatima, when she was going to marry, one condition he gave was that the man cannot marry any other woman once he's married, when he's married to her. So they are no more together. Then he can marry her.
He went to marry.
So I'm asking that question. And then when you talk about empowerment, back to the issue. When you talk about empowerment, okay, I want us to go back. Yes, I want us to go back, okay, and then look at all the obstacles that are hindering women's development, that are hindering women's empowerment. Now the new thing is that yes, they allow you to go and work, but now they choose the kind of work you should do for you. So they will tell you that as a woman you must have time for the house, so go and teach. That's all. Do you understand? Yes. So I think we should work on all the issues. Pardon? What's Tuba Islamic Christianity. So I'll have time for the home. I don't like it. That's not what I like.
I'm here.
No,
I'm here.
My own
I'm here.
But for other women,
I'm here. So you can't just
for other women, I heard someone say that. I heard someone after the woman has gone through years of schooling to become a nurse, that she can't be a nurse. Because they will go on night duty when he needs her.
There's no eating after
ina ganin kaman musulmi ba mu fahimci ayan nan ba sam ka gani da Allah zai fara batun mu yi aure wai ku aure mata bai ce ku aure mace ba, which means to my understanding no wai ku aure mata biyu ko uku ko hudu, that is in ka tashi za ka yi aure ke nawa ba mace guda ka ce ka aure ba. No I want to look so sorry ku mazan na ke ina zuwa wai mazan na ke nan wai mu aure mata domin na fi maza wai mu aure mata in da mu yi aure biyu ba da gudan da ya fara bu. There is logic in me. very very serious one. Domin in za ka aure mata biyu rana guda ba tsamani sun zo su samu problem da juna ba.
It's not true.
He's looking at the kid, then came again. No. Issue. In ka aure uku ba su zo su samu problem. At third day now. Amma ka gani wanda shi da bai yi aure ko bai yi polygamy cikin life sam shi aka ce ya yi guda. Amma aure da kanshi yin aure cikin musulunci polygamy ne first don ka zo ka create problem. It's a build that no, haka yake. Secondly, there is another verse. Wannan na so mu je mu tuna ba so a dika. Amma muna so a da tunani kai. Allah ya ce da manzo Allah cikin Qur'ani. Allah wai ya haramta da manzo Allah dukkan namacin da ta yawo. Dukkan namacin da ta yi aure fate wanda an nuna mashi ya mallaka. Wanga aya I think in that mood discuss aya ga sosai mata su yi share kai bi wani handa.
Mr. B,